Okay, so today we're going to talk about knee pain. The muscles on the front of your thigh tend to be really tight and the muscles on the back tend to be really weak. The biggest issue with knees is that the glutes are not firing and there's an overuse of the quad and the IT band, which is down the side of the leg, that also gets really tight. I'm going to show you 3 stretches that you're going to do so that way we can alleviate some of that pain. And then I'm going to show you 3 strengthening exercises so that way we can strengthen the knee in the pattern that we have. So let me show you these stretches first. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to have Tom demonstrate the lunge. So he's going to go down to one knee. And the whole idea here is we want to stretch this hip flexor, right? So he's going to gently push his hips forward, tuck his pelvis underneath, and so that way he can actually feel that stretch down the front of the leg. You feel that? And he's going to hold that, okay? Now you might find either side will be tighter than the other. And the idea is you want to balance these out. And so you want to be able to do 2 on one side, 1 on the other. All right, change. Same deal again. You want to be able to tuck that pelvis underneath and gently push his hips forward. Okay, so the next stretch I want to show you is the quad stretch. And so what we do is allow ourselves to be able to stretch all the front of his leg here. Same deal, tucking that pelvis underneath. And that way it allows us to be able to loosen that quad so that way when we start to bend it later, that there's not so much stress going through that knee. Okay. Okay, so the next one you want to do is trigger point the IT band. Now the IT band runs down the side of the leg. Now if you can see, coming down to Tom, dragging his body down the grid so that way he actually starts to hit that IT band on the side. It will be really, really, really sore, okay, if it's really tight. And then you do both sides. Now they're the 3 stretches that you're going to do. Okay, now we're going to go into the exercises. Now the 3 exercises I'm going to show you, the first one is a glute bridge. All right, so what you're going to see Tom do is he'll be lying down on his back. Now here's the key here. You want to make sure that this is 90 degrees or more because we want to get those hamstrings firing and his glutes firing and keeping his heel on the floor. He raises his bum up off the floor and he'll hold that. And the idea is to be able to hold that for as long as he can, up to 30 seconds. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is a lower abdominal exercise. The issue is when your hip flexors are tight, your lower abs are not working. So if we can get your lower abs to switch on, then we can get the hip flexors to relax. And what I do is I use a biofeedback mechanism that looks like this. So I put that underneath his back and I make sure that he's in a neutral position. I pump this up so that way it's high enough that he can feel the pressure on your back. Can you feel that on your back? Okay, now I want you to just squeeze your abs and flatten it down so that way you can feel the pressure on your lower back there. Good. Okay, and now he's going to lift one leg off the floor and maintaining whatever's on that dial. Now there are many different levels that you can use for this. This is only one of the easier ones. So your final exercise I'm going to show you is called a Peterson Step Up. How you actually place your foot on the box will start to strengthen a little teardrop muscle in the front of the leg here, which is called your VMO. Turn your left toe out, good, hold that. And then he gently drops his right foot down towards the floor, he touches and then he comes back up. And then he repeats. And that will start to fire his VMO. That's what we want to do, we want to fire his VMO. As many repetitions, up to 15 repetitions. All right, they're the 6 things that you can do to ease knee pain. Thank you for watching. This is Nate from EPT.